Hi guys, this is Sleeper here, and in this video we're going to do a 3-hour legendary rune farm and summarize the results at the end. If you're a follower of the channel, then you know that a few days ago I posted a new method to farm legendary runes, and again, if you're a follower of the channel, you know that I like to put my money where my mouth is, meaning that I like to actually try out the farms that I recommend on camera to check out whether they're actually worth farming, and you, the viewer, should have a greater idea because of this whether your time is worth this farm or not. Now don't worry, you don't have to watch the previous video to know how the method works. At the beginning I'm going to briefly explain how to farm legendary runes this way. So as you can see, there's a timer which has already started and it is going to measure our 3 hours of farm time. So how did I manage to pull off this farm? You can see that we are on a seasonal quest line called the Chasing Lies, and in order to have access to it, you have to create a new character with the same class as your main, level this new character up to 60. For example, it can be boosted in the pits, and then put the gear of your main character on this new character, and then progress the seasonal quest line all the way to the Chasing Lies quest, as you can see here. Of course, in the meantime, you have to sort out your character with the paragon points and skill points, but you don't have to bother with leveling up glyphs. You can quite easily do Torment 4 difficulty if you have a good enough main and good enough gear on your main. The whole farm is going to happen on this Chasing Lies questline, and this is because it includes a pretty large area filled with elites, and these elites have a really high chance of dropping runes. I recommend doing this on the highest difficulty that your character can comfortably handle, preferably Torment 4, and you're just running around in this area up until the point where you see a portal, and when you see the portal then you log out and log back in, and this will reset the quest and reset the area full of elites. And repeat this over and over again, with one run taking between 5 to 10 minutes. Now the advantage of this farm is that it doesn't require any materials. So for example, if you want to get runes from bosses, you will obviously need the boss materials. If you want runes from the Kurast Undercity, you need the tribute to open the Kurast Undercity and get runes. This farm doesn't require any of that, and I would say that you will get at least 1 to 2 runes per run. I've had examples of 5 runes per run, and of course there is a chance for a legendary rune. We are going to take a look at the results of each hour of farming, and we are at the end of the first hour, so let's see how many runes that we've managed to accumulate so far. It looks like that we've accumulated around 20 runes, and out of those 20 runes, half of them is rare and half of them is magic. I would say this is a decent amount of runes for 1 hour of farming without requiring any materials. It's a shame that we didn't get any legendary runes, but we will be able to try and turn these rare runes into legendary runes at the Alchemist at the end of the farm. And now, with the magic of editing, we are over 2 hours in the farm, so let's check on the runes after 2 hours. As you can see, we've got about 20 rare runes and about 20 magic runes as well. We've got a few options at this point to try and upgrade the rare runes into legendary runes. So I would say that we managed to double the amount of runes, which makes sense because we farmed for double the amount compared to the 1 hour mark. We still have no legendary runes, but hopefully that will change during the 3rd hour. And now we are at 2 hours and 8 minutes, so well into the 3rd hour, the last hour of the run. And as you can see, we managed to get a Yule rune for ourselves. I believe that a Yule rune is definitely a legendary one. So at this 2 hours and 8 minutes mark, we managed to get our first legendary rune. According to the Diablo.trade website, currently a Yule rune is worth around 200 million gold. So our first legendary rune is a decent one that we can sell if we later decide to do so. Another jump in the time to 2 hours and 42 minutes, where we are supposed to get another legendary rune. So it seems like this third and last hour is very productive. And as you can see, we just picked up an Ohm rune there. Currently an Ohm rune would be between 300 and 500 million gold. And if you're familiar with Diablo 4, then you know that Ohm runes are very much always in demand. So this was definitely a lucky hit. And lastly, a little bit over time, on our very last run, we managed to acquire a Bok rune, which is currently around 500 million gold. I would say that this is definitely a top rune to contend with, so it's a huge hit once again. So with the 3-hour farm done, let's summarize what we found in terms of runes. It seems like that we've got 3 legendary runes, and 2 of them were actually top-notch legendary runes, with 1 Bok, 1 Ohm and 1 Yule rune. And in addition to that, we managed to find around 30 rare runes and 30 magic runes, which feels like a really good deal to me. And lastly, we're going to try and upgrade these runes at the Alchemist. In case you didn't know, you can transmute 3 of the same rare runes into another rare with 15% chance of it becoming a legendary. So we're hoping to get a legendary rune with each of these transmutes that you can just see. So far we didn't get a single legendary rune, so we've lost quite a lot of rare runes with this process, but in general it is definitely worth it. Oh, and it seems like with this transmutation we created another Yule rune, so we managed to get a legendary rune. And we managed to get another Ohm rune, which is very lucky, I would say. So based on these transmutations, we've got 2 extra legendary runes and another one, a Xol rune. So all in all, including the transmutations, we managed to get a total of 5 legendary runes, which I would say is definitely worth the 3-hour farm. So if you are thinking about farming legendary runes, then this method that we just tried out is a decent one to choose, especially if you don't have materials for boss farming. Let me know in the comments if you had any success using this farm. Otherwise, thank you for watching and see you guys next time. Thanks.